slow. Just start. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So today, again, we continue with what is it called? Right? Paticca-samuppada. Right?
Okay.
Dependent origination. If you can look at this word, as you all study Pali language, what is diacritical meaning? Paticca-samuppada. So that's also something for you to remember. And we heard, remember, in Mahavagga Pali, the first evidence we come across in Mahavagga Pali, immediately after Buddhatva enlightenment, the Buddha recollected. Okay, how did Buddha recollected? Avicia, paccaya, Sankara. Right? So today we are going to pay a little more attention to these words. Sankara, paccaya, vijnanam. Vijnana, paccaya, nama, rupam. Nama, rupa, paccaya, salayatanam. Salayatana, paccaya, passo. Passa, paccaya, vedana. Vedana, paccaya, tanha. Tanha, paccaya, upadanam. Upadana, paccaya, bhavo. Bhava, paccaya, jati. Jati, paccaya, jara, marana, soka, parideva, dukkha, domanassa, payasa. Right? Sambhavanti. This is our discussion, if you can see, right? You can see in your computer. Now you see Avicia, Sankara, Vijnana, Namarupa, Salayatana, Passa, Vedana, Tanha, Padana, Bhava, Jati. Until this place, you could see what is it called. As a result of this, next. But Jati Pachaya, due to birth. Now you should know, what should you know? Right? You must be very familiar with these 12 words. Avicia, Sankara, Vijnana, Namarupa, Salayatana, Passa, Vedana, Tanha, Padana, Bhava, Jati, Jara, Jati. But the end result, Jara, Marana, Soka, Parideva, Dukkha, Domanassa, Upayasa. It's very, very important for you to concentrate on these words. Right? You, me, all of us, Sensei, all of us are experiencing this now. You could see. We all experience this. Right? Can you Jati Pachaya, Jara, Marana, Soka, Parideva, Dukkha, Doma, Nassa, Upayasa. Jati Pachaya. You could see. Jati Pachaya, Jara, Marana, Soka, Parideva, Dukkha, Domanassa, Upayasa. Sambhavanti, origin, the arising. Okay, so we go, remember, to look at this, Avicia. Right? What is Avicia? Yes, Rahul, what is Avicia?
Avidya means
In order to understand the word Avicia, you should understand the word what?
Vidya.
Vidya. What is Vidya?
Vidya means to understand the Four Noble Truths.
No, not generally. Don't say Four Noble Truth. It derives from Sanskrit word Vidya.
Vidya means Gyan. Jnana.
So, okay, look at the root. With. Mamoru, remember the root. With. With means what?
To comprehend.
Knowledge.
Yes, with is referring to knowledge. Vidya, actually, the you know the Pali, if you go very diacritical, direct meaning, Vidya means science. Vidya is science. Actually here, Vidya is referring to with these to know. with this to know. Then to know. Then question come, what? What is this? At the very beginning, what do you see? When you say the vidya, to know what? Of course, the commentators, they explain that knowing Four Noble Truth. It's actually referring to what? Referring to what? To know the mind. Consciousness. If you look at carefully, Sensei, last Friday I was trying to share with you the Buddha's attempt right? Evametassa kevalassa dukkha kandassa samudeo hoti jati. Jati is the last. Buddha's attempt. What was the attempt? Our birth is a result of our what? Result of our consciousness. So that's why the Buddha said what? We are mind-made. We are mind-made. That's what is a very beginning. It continues. Avicia. When we say the word avidya, is referring to what?
Ignorance.
Eh?
Ignorance.
Yeah, is ignorance. I agree. When we say the word ignorance, what does it mean?
No knowledge, don't know.
Yes, what? If I am ignorance, if you are ignorance, what happens to us? What is ignorance? Ignorance is known as, what is ignorance? Ignorance is, right?
Cause of Sankara. Cause
No,
of
that's
Sankara.
not. Yeah, and the cause of samsara, I know, but I just want to know, you should understand it actually. You must understand what's the influence of ignorance in our mind. If we are ignorant, what happened? In fact, we are ignorant. All of us are ignorant, right? I'm just putting that, you know, what did the Buddha do? The Vesak full moon day, Buddha got light. Light. To me, I'm giving you even my opinion, my understanding. What is it called? Ignorance is what? Even when we are ignorant, our mind is very, how to say, it is concealed, it's hidden, it's in dark. When we are, it's my word, in dark. If mind is in dark, what happened? We do not see things clearly. Something like if your house blackout, you don't see what's happening around you. You do not see. Ignorance, according to the teaching of the Buddha, it has a similar characteristic. That's why you see, not knowing Four Noble Truth, but that is one aspect only. It is one aspect only. So it's therefore in this paticca-samuppada, it's actually, take this note, very important, right? That's why I give you a good example, right? You look at that path of enlightenment, right? Path of, what is it called? What is it called? Magga. We are not aware about it. We are not aware about it, right? It's not very clear to us. It's not very clear to us. So therefore we still, what is it called? We hang around. We hang around. So therefore take note, when we say that, when I say the word ignorance, Avicia, is a layer of, what is it called, darkness in the mind. So we do not see the things clearly. As I even, if I take your answer, right? Your answer just now, you say what? Dukkha. Right? Suffering. We do not see clearly. We do not see clearly. It's very obvious. Very clear evidence. Very clear evidence is there that there's huge volume of suffering in all of us. Physical suffering, verbal suffering, mental suffering. But we still live in our own world. For us, of course, it may be a little slight different way, but when we look at generally, that's what's happening. Have you got it now? So the Buddha said what? It's because of this, what is it called? Unknowing. Due to lack of what? You see what here you look at. Avicia. Avicia is what? Avicia is light. Avicia is light. Avicia is there, what? Bright. If bright, can see. So I take one good example, right? Rahul.
Yes, Bhante.
So you came to Japan, right?
Yes.
You came to Japan for what? You came to Japan because of ignorance. Right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You came to Japan to work, right?
Yes.
You came to Japan to work to earn money, right?
Yes.
When you earn money, you can buy big house,
Yes.
big car, big land, big life, right?
Yes.
All those are Sankaras. Like I myself also. When we sometimes we We think that, wow, it's nice. We get money, we do this, do that. But don't get upset, of course. Being a lay person, you have to continue about it. But actually, all those kind of things, even the Buddha said, when we struggle to build temples and all those kind of things, again the Buddha said, well, this is what he said called Sankara. But don't get upset. I'm going in a way to a little more advanced level. And even you look at here, right? Today, what happened? We do not see our defilements well. We have defilements, right? We still have, right? Still have craving, tanha. Also we have what? We still have domanassa. Domanassa means what? Unhappy feeling. We all harbor domanassa. And then not only that, what is it called? We reserve, we keep, we save. You look at here. I'm going straight away to psychology. This is Avicia. That's why we don't know. Sometimes we do not know the amount of greed we have. Amount of greed, the aggregate of greed in our subconscious mind. We also do not know what is it called aggregate of unhappiness in our mind. This is called ignorance. So if I say the word Puthujjana, you know Puthujjana, right? Puthujjana means an ordinary human mind. Ordinary human mind is connected with Avicia. Sometimes I take, sensei, these days, when we propagate Dhamma, we can mention about it. Look at actually quite interesting thing. What is it called? COVID. What is it called? Corona, right? Still. And what? The whole world experience what? Experience what? Severe suffering. Dukkhata. The whole world experience severe suffering. But how many perceived it, or what is it called, acknowledged it with dharma? Ah, see the pain, see the suffering. See the loss, see the lamentation, right? That's why, of course, we have to be normal. You see, Buddhism, Buddha did not encourage people to cry every day, lament every day. That's not Buddhism. But again, Buddha also said that don't forget the gravity, the grave suffering encountered by all of us. That's due to Avicia. That is due to Avicia. So that's why, Sensei, I thought that this COVID situation, right? This COVID, what happened from 2020 to 2022, almost 2 years now, completely 2 years. Immense suffering, even today. Because yesterday night, we were having a meeting, and at that meeting, somebody joined Zoom, but when we heard that the whole family, mother, father, 4 children, 6 of them, all got corona. So this is the life. Then I always think that when this situation occurs in our life, if we really can pursue that situation, that look at this is the reality of the life. This is the reality of the life. But do you know, I mean, I believe that during our lifetime, this is the worst human disaster, but it did not give that much impact to the human beings to understand the Dharma. Understand the Dharma. Right? And that's what called Avicia. Right? Then what happened? The next word, right? What's the next word? Avicia paccaya Sankara. Sankara. Then you see the word, right? If I take the word, what is it called? Avicia paccaya Sankara. Then what do you see here? What is Sankara? Yes? How do you understand the word Sankara? Take note, I try to go into a bit of psychology when we talk about Avicia. It's for all of us, for you, for me. As you study the Dharma, how do you translate the word Sankara? You need to have that good dictionary, Rhys Davis dictionary. Sankara is what? Sankara is to? What's the most simple translation to the word Sankara?
Mental formation.
Yes. Now, yeah, that is actually psychological. But when you look at the word Sankara, if you can simplify the word, what does it mean? Due to ignorance, we
Good and bad Chetana activities.
yes. Sankara is referring to Chetana. It's actually synonym to the word Chetana. But what really happens here? That's why earlier I was trying to share with you to simplify it for you to understand ignorance. Even for you, for me. There's a dark cloud in our mind. It's very gloomy. So we don't see the reality. We don't perceive reality. Even though we see it just become very casual, very conventional. Just for a moment, it just become momentary lamentation. It doesn't give any much impact to what is it called real life. Sankara mean what? Right? Sankara is to collect. Sankara is to gather. Collect what?
Thoughts.
Yes, Siroko.
Yes.
Collect what?
Moral and immoral activities. Chetana, by Chetana.
Yeah, no. Okay, you collect what? When you have Chetana, you collect what? It has another meaning, right? What is Sankara? Sankara is
Conditional.
Conditioning. Conditioning. Sankara. Condition. You need to understand this dharmata. What do we collect? You collect what? It's simple.
Karma.
Yes. Karma is a very, very, how to say, it's very, say, ultimate result. Or, all right. You collect what? Here you have to see, we collect what? Simply information, data. Hiroko,
Yes.
can you remember me?
Yes.
Do you remember me?
Yes.
How do you remember me?
By
Because of
perception.
because of Sankara. Because of Sankara. When you look at me, right? What happened? You saw me first day. Today, all of you can remember my appearance, my image and everything. So you look at one thing, right? Our head, right? Our mind is with full of data. Full of. And also please take note, that's why. Interesting. And now if I give you Sankara, what's the function of Sankara? Yes, Rahul. Sankara?
Sankhar Vinyan.
No. You need to understand. I'm giving you a little more detailed discussion today.
Sankhar means
No, it's not the meaning. I'm not asking the meaning. What's the function of Sankara? Not meaning of Sankara. If you have Sankara, what's the next result?
To recognize something.
There's a similar word. What is this?
Sansar, rebirth.
No. What is samsara?
Sansar.
That's right. You just come back from samsara. Tokyo to Delhi, Delhi to Nagpur, Nagpur to Bhopal, Bhopal to Tokyo, Tokyo to your house. What is the samsara?
What?
Wheel of
Repetition.
existence.
You know, Hiroko, when you, as student of Buddhist and Pali University, rather than going into the, what is it called, those popular translation, right? You look at the word, you can give a very inherited answer. Samsara derives from the word samsaranti. Samsaranti mean what?
Coming and going, coming and going.
No, moving. Turning. And this can go in many ways. Of course, rebirth is one, rebirth is ultimate. It's the last resort. But before that, what happened? We take a lot of decisions. I said just now, I told you, I come here, I went there. It's all Sankara. We move our life. So, Sankara turns the wheel of existence. Listen carefully. Please, listen. The goal of Buddhism. What's the goal of Buddhism?
Attain Nibbana.
Hiroko, sit beside the pagoda, you attain Nibbana very fast.
Yes.
What is the goal of Buddhism? But I don't want any other answer. I want your answer to connect to my lesson here.
Visankhara chit.
Visankhara gatan chittam. See? Very good. I also don't know that word. Sankara Gatan Chittam. Very interesting answer. What happened? Under the Bodhi tree. You see? Visankhara Gatan. The mind become totally unconditional. Unconditional. It went into, what is it said? The complete, the total non-functioning of what? Conditioning in the mind. So that's what normally we call what? What is what's the real word given? These are dharma. You please remember, of course, I'm giving you more detail, but you should know it. Sankara. Of course, the other detail you remember, Kaya Sankara, Vachi Sankara, Mano Sankara. Physical conditioning, verbal conditioning, and mental conditioning. 3 types of. But when we say the word Sankara is what? Sankara is together. Just let me tell you, if I see you, first thing I see your color, see your skin, see your style, see your shape, right? And then if I'm closer to you, then I see how you walk, how you talk, how you dance, how you this, how you eat. Sankara, all Sankara. Condition in our mind, right? This one had given in the Pali what? Sunyata. Or in Sanskrit follows Sunyata. Sunya mean what?
Zero. Empty.
EMPT.
It is it is same as the Sunyavad Nagarjuna.
Yes, of course. Nagarjuna is the great philosopher who, what is it called, explode on this, the concept of sunyata. That's why he brought Prajna Paramita literature. He said that only Panya can do it, wisdom can do it. Then look at that interesting point here. He said what? What is wisdom? Just now I was trying to share with you, wisdom is the light in our mind. If I have wisdom, Panya, I see my greed, my hatred, my hypocrisy, my cunningness, my stubbornness, my arrogance, my laziness, so on and so forth. Today I don't see. But how do I see? When I get angry, I know it's due to pride. It's due to jealousy. It's due to that. It's later, but it doesn't happen at that time. But why am I jealous? They are existing. They exist in underlying jealousies, underlying tendencies in my mind. Greed is there. When situation happens, what happens? Greed explodes. Hatred explodes. Jealousy explodes. Where are they? Are we borrowing it from somewhere? No, it's within. But due to ignorance, Avicia, we don't see. Why? Then the other way around. It is because of conditioning. So much of data inside. So much of information. So the Buddha said what? Sankara is to collect, to accumulate, to gather. Gather together the information pertaining to what is it called objects. So we pick up them, we suck or sap them, and we keep it. And this, have you got it now? So Visankara, enlightenment is what? To delete all those information. If delete, mind become empty, sunya. Right? Sometimes Rahul remain in the class like sunya, right? Nothing, right? Is it? Just look at something like some people like that. So it's not that. Clear? Sankara paccaya viññānam. So this is what my next one. Right? You know this ñā is, right? Ñā is referring to us. Remember, according to Pali, ñā is what? Ñā is right? What is ñā? Is knowledge. Did I give you, right? Saññā, viññāna, Panya. 3 stages of knowledge according to Buddhism. Perception, thinking, realizing. If I show you, right? Okay, look at this. 1. Got it? What is this? This is known as Chitta Viti. This is known as Chitta Viti. Wait, let me, my Chitta Viti. In this Chitta Viti, right, there are 17 thought moments. If all the thought moments are completed, right, if 17 moments are completed, we call it what? Thought. Thought. Is known as thought. This is Vijnana. Vijna, to know more. To know means experience the object by mind. But here, what is this Vijnana? Okay, look at here. I show you another thought process. 1. Okay. Chutti. Just giving you a little more understanding. This is called what? Marana Sanna Chitta Viti. Death proximate thought process. Vijnana is referring to Patisandhi Vijnana. Because of Sankara conditioning, right? This is called what? We call it rebirth rebirth consciousness. Relinking, rebirth, rebecoming. What do you have in this? What do you have in this consciousness? Then coming to, what is it called? Nama Rupa. This referring to embryo.
Embryo means Gandhab.
No.
No.
Gandhabba mean intermediate state of embryo, agree. But embryo mean what? Yes. Abhidhamma, it is called what? Kalala Rupa. It's very tiny, very small material element, but it consists nama, mind also. Embryo is the one, what is it called? Grow in the womb of the mother. Embryo. But this embryo has what? This embryo has, yes, it has what? Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. It has feeling, it has perception, volition, and consciousness. But of course, you can explain here, Nama, consciousness, Rupa. Yeah, that's why sometimes when we say Nama, we talk about how many? 89 chittas, right? Chitta. Rupa, 28. Rupa, Kalapa. Paඨvi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu, Chakku, Sota, Gana, Jivha, Kaya, Itti, Purisa, Bhava Indri, Bhava Rupa, Mahabhuta Rupa, then Pasada Rupa, Gochara Rupa, then Bhava Rupa. Look at that. You are Rahul is a man, Madam is right, Kalpana is lady, right? It's due to karma. It's a patisandhi vinyana. It is patisandhi vinyana. When we talk about Namarupa, we talk about extension of mind. How wide is the mind? Clear? Yes, yes. Yeah. You can on the light at the door. Yes. Outside the light, outside. No, here behind the door. No, behind another side, outside. Yes. Smaller light. Yes. Have? Okay. Call Ranjan. Have you got it now? Sensei. So this is what? You see, like, it's a psychological discussion. And also it teaches us, because according to the teaching of the Buddha, like, you are a human being. And when you say even rebirth, Buddha said what there are 31 realms of existence. It's not only human beings. We have hell, we have demon, we have ghosts, we have animals, we have human, we have divine, we have Brahmas. Some even said what how to say the form world, formless world. So that's what in detail when we talk about Nama Rupa. Rupa of 31 realms. Nama of 31 realms. It's very wide. It's very wide. Depending on what? Sankara. Then coming to Vijnana. What did you gather? What's in your mind? What's happening there? What is happening in your mind? What information do you have in your mind? That information generate what? Your rebirth thought. Like I'm living in Singapore now, right? So I like Singapore very much. Singapore food, very good. So Rahul living in Japan, right? So you like sake, so you like sushi, right? All those kind of things. So what happened? Your patisandhi vijnana will be sushi, right? So your rebirth take place accordingly. So that's the information you have. And what information do we gather? That's our craving. Yes, later it is coming. Then what's the next one? Right? Namarupa Pachaya Salayatana. Sa mean what?
6.
Sa mean 6. Then there is another word, what?
Aitan.
Ayatana. Ayatana mean what?
Aitan means base. Base.
Sense
You
basis.
want to say base?
Sense basis.
Some more? Ayatana mean spots.
Sports.
Ayatana mean avenue. Ayatana mean those. That's why in Abhidhamma, there is another word for it. What is it? Dwara.
Dwar, gate,
Chakku.
darwaja.
Dwara. Aido. What's the function of this base?
This is the port, window, like a window for home.
What's the function of the base? You say base.
Coming,
What does the base?
base means to
support.
give support, to sustain something.
What is base? Now you talk like without base.
Base means
What is base?
the things comes from.
Yes, Hiroko, Mamoru. When you say base, what's the function of the base?
To give support.
Actually,
Yeah.
base.
Actually, base is a beginning. Base means something to start. You lay concrete, so that's a beginning. Then columns, then walls, doors, windows, roof. Base is known as what? It's a beginning of something, origin of something, origin of structure. Origin of structure. So what's the function of this door? Salayatana Pachya. Yes, you said is to hold. Just now I told you they are doors, they are avenues. What's the main function of Salayatana? Salayatana, pave a way, right? Right? To enter, right? Data through what? Base to the heart and mind. It's like a channel. It's a drain, open passage. Clear? Okay, so we stop here today. We had Avicia, Sankara, Vijnana, Namarupa, Salayatana. Remember, just psychological, the function, its origin, the role of ignorance, and role of collecting, gathering. What do we gather? Then, due to that, what's the next step of the mind? Formation of thought. What is this thought? Thought to reproduce mind and body. Namarupa. Vijnana Pachya Namarupa. And this embryo, eventually, the growth of embryo is what? Growth of avenues. 6 avenues. Clear? Okay, so we'll meet on next Friday. Sorry for the delay today. Yang kinci vittang idhava hurang va sagge suvayang ratanang panitang nano samang atti tathagatina idam pi buddhi ratanang panitang itina saccena suvatthi hotu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
All be well and happy. See you on Friday.
Thank you very much, Bhante.
See you, Sensei. Come on every Tuesday, Friday, eh? Sensei. Okay. How? See you. I'm not going to save Rahul. Why should I save Rahul? Right? Leave meeting.
हो गया था